Everybody, welcome back to WGLNA Season 2, Week 2, Day number 4. One final match tonight, and that is going to be Wreak Havok versus the Cunninghams. We're waiting for both the team captains to be ready for the face-off. Till that time, Wreak Havok and I, along with the production staff, was laughing about a skit we saw on Conan O'Brien where he reenacts Civil War, and he gets into character, and one of the reenactors is asking him these questions. And Conan's sitting there with a pipe in his mouth, and he's trying to put on this accent, and he's talking about how he doesn't know much. I don't know much about the sun or the sky, but what I do know is I love my mom's peach pie. He's going crazy.
Conan's so good, man.
If you haven't seen it, please watch it, because I'm going to start to memorize that and reenact it myself.
You have so many things you want to memorize, Clutch.
I do.
Everything.
It's fun to walk into the editing room and then have this whole monologue from a film, and people are going,
well, in the back, sometimes Clutch is singing. He will sing just wonderful songs. He'll sing things from musicals all the time. It's a joy. It truly is. I wish Clutch would sing for you guys, but I don't think these mics are quite prepared.
They would not capture the essence.
Well, you can't move the mic away from your face.
That's very true.
You can't, especially when you hit those
and
buttons.
Everybody in the back and the faders is like, it's too loud as I put it down.
You'd kill us all, Clutch.
No, I do like to sing. I like to dance, too. Triple threat. I've been trained. And
well, we saw you at E3. I saw him busting some moves, man.
It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I love to entertain. It's like, that's what brings me the most amount of joy, is when I can have people laugh and enjoy themselves and also be kind of mystified or learn a valuable lesson or go on a journey with someone emotionally in a story. That always brings a lot of happiness to me.
Well, it's always been pretty clear to all of us that you love entertaining. You are always just the center of all of that stuff, just making a big show of yourself.
Trying to.
You're just good at it. Well, it's what you do, man.
You gotta find something good in life and keep doing it.
I'm kind of a nerd, so I'm here because I'm nerdy. You're here because you are the entertainer. Well, and you also.
And I like video games too.
Yeah, I mean, but you got that, and you got video games. I just got video games, Clutch.
Hey, man, you're getting entertaining.
Okay, I'll work on it.
I mean, come on, season 1, those dance moves.
Oh, man.
Ladies loved it.
Yeah, they did.
Let's go ahead and see what these two fellas are up to. Wreak Havok and Cunninghams. Good evening, gentlemen, in our face-off tonight. Final face-off. Wreak Havok, call me Sarge. I like how you're standing for these face-offs. Are you standing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gets me away.
Takes these very seriously.
No, kiss.
All right,
I'm burning calories right now.
I see. I always I feel I can concentrate better when I'm standing sometimes. But Martin, he reads books and plays tanks at the same time sitting down. So he can probably cure cancer if he's standing up. Wreak Havok, call me Sarge. 2 wins against Fulcrum Gaming and then Bernal Empires, but a loss against Game Over in a shootout, No Limit. Your thoughts, your feelings going up against Cunninghams tonight?
Wow. First off, Cunningham's been doing great, so it's we're not going to take it for granted. For obvious reasons, they've been actually playing well even when they lost this. So definitely we have to play our game, at least what we're used to, and not in the 2 losses, not the way we lost in our 2 matches.
Your team's definitely used to winning. Cunninghams, Martin currently reorganizing his shelf.
Annual review.
What are your thoughts and feelings going up against Wreak Havok tonight?
I don't know. I ate too much turkey. I don't know what's going on right now.
You got the itis?
It's Canadian Thanksgiving, so a bunch of us are just kind of trying to stay awake here.
Canadian Thanksgiving?
Yep.
Did you guys have a meeting with the Indians like before we did or something?
Can
you guys explain? You're the Canadians. We're the Americans here, guys.
We just have Thanksgiving before you guys. It's what we do.
That's all right.
Because it gets cold. Like, it's too cold during your Thanksgiving, so we got to have it earlier.
Got to get those turkeys.
I mean, they wouldn't be able to go outside. They're under 10 feet of snow or something, right?
Yeah.
There's no chance of even going outside. You can't get a turkey.
The turkeys are dead in November, so we got to have it now before they all freeze to death.
Oh, okay. Understandable. Thank you for that history lesson. I learned something today. Martin, do you have any words for Call Me Sarge and Wreak Havok before we start this match?
Don't fall asleep.
Thank you. I won't. And I don't think Call Me Sarge will either. Call Me Sarge, any response to that?
I won't fall asleep. I've changed my ways, so.
Thank you, Sarge.
There won't be any waffle face here.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and check and see who has the higher seed. That's going to be Wreak Havok. You have the higher seed against Cunningham. So, heads or tails on your coin call?
Tails.
Tails will be his call, and the coin is.
It's
going to happen.
It's unfortunately not working.
Right,
I mean,
Clutch.
it's time for a special coin toss. No, let's go ahead. In commemoration of Canada, I have with me. Oh, it's not a Canadian penny; it's an American one.
Well, then it's not a
You guys
commemoration.
used our loonie during the finals last year that we put on stage for good luck.
Yeah.
You didn't know what it was either. It was kind of funny.
What, the coin that we used?
Yeah.
It was Lauren's coin. It was her coin. All right, Rukil, what's the call?
It looks like tails to me,
All
guys.
right, looks like tails.
Tails.
So, map choice or defer?
I'll actually pick the map. We'll pick Himmelsdorf.
Oh, they're gonna pick the map. They're gonna go
Well, that's
Himmelsdorf.
what we were gonna do.
A. Martin, which choice?
North.
North side for the Giggle King, A. Martin, and Cunningham. South side for Wreak Havok and Call Me Sarge. Gentlemen, pleasure to see you tonight. Have fun. Good luck.
All right, good talking with you.
All right, spawning on the north side in the blue, we have the Cunninghams, and they will be sporting 3 AMX 5100s and 2 IS-3s, whereas in the south in the red, Wreak Havok will also bring 2 AMX 5100s, but they will bring 3 IS-3s.
More for the heavier lineup with that alpha damage and that armor to get some ricocheting shots. The IS-3 is a beautiful tank to play and Greetorp's favorite. The 5100, the French powerhouse of a tank, is more like a glass cannon with 6 shots out of the drum. Average damage of each shot is about 300 HP. And
Spot on there, Clutch.
where are we seeing Cunninghams go?
Well, we are seeing the Cunninghams heading up to the northeast with Silent Demise actually booking it down mid. He actually threw out a shot on Call Me Sarge, did not connect. There's a bounce from Call Me Sarge onto Silent Demise. Silent Demise returns fire, but there is still no connection. 2 IS-3 squaring off across the courtyard with the rest of the Cunninghams heading off to the hill. Looks like actually Militant might stay behind.
I like the back and forth fire because it's keeping Wreak Havok on their toes. As the Cunninghams are going to push up the hill. The only opposition they're going to find is the T1. Comps needs to get out there as soon as he can and kill that T1 before it's able to scout anything else. However, he's playing it safe behind the rubble, which is what he's supposed to do to not overexpose himself. But now he sees him. Does he get the kill before Tevix can spot what's left? No. Oh! He is able to, and he's not going to spot the rest of those heavy tanks. That was what he should have done, and that is going to be huge for Cunninghams to push the rest of the hill.
That kind of map knowledge, if Tevix would have spotted any of those 5100s, would have been a huge indicator. But now we're actually going to see 2 5100s return to base, and Countess in the 5100 is going to keep pushing forward. Of course, they still don't know if the enemy, Wreak Havok, has sent anyone down towards the hill. It looks like the hill's going to be all clear. Comps moving forward to spot. Countess holding back a little bit. Comps doesn't actually spot anyone in the west side from the hill. Wow, I did not expect that. I would have thought he'd spot at least Call Me Sarge.
No, he doesn't see Unknown, he doesn't see Callus. And those are the ones that are in a defensive position for any approach from the hill or from Tank Alley. But now it looks like they're able to scout anything from Tank Alley. No, not yet. Call Me Sarge in the IS-3 is the one that is to the front of the firefight if it does go down. And he will be exposed as he backs up here, but he backs out just in time before Cunninghams turns that corner to get the shots against him. Invading the 5100 is going to reset himself as Call Me Sarge turns this corner. Does he see the tanks? He does see 2 of the IS-3s, and he turns to fire, and shots are traded between Militant and Call Me Sarge. Call Me Sarge with a beautiful snapshot.
And Countess is up on the hill right now. He has got a great vantage point from which to fire down, and he's actually throwing some shots out. Does he actually see Thybane crossing the cap? Maybe so. Did he connect even?
Looks like it was not a connection. Unknown one took no damage on that side.
And Thybane is doing just fine. Looks like Comps, though, is spotted out.
Yep, he is still spotted. Callus in that IS-3, and it looks like one of the T1s, yep, Smokey and Thybane are going to chase him down, or at least try to. He does disappear for a second, but Comps will be hit. But Connors is going to round that corner, and he could try to get some fire on Thybane. No, he's going to stay to the top.
And there's Smokey taking down Comps, with Thybane just on his heels. This is a flank beginning, but little does he know Countess is going to be in a contra-flanking position. Coming down the hill now, And he's just going to wait up. No, he's not even going to wait. He's just going to engage straight onto Thybane, who's not even looking in the right direction. Countess, though, is actually going to engage onto Khalees in the IS-3. He's connected twice, while the remaining members are actually going to go further west.
Khalees is tracked. He gets destroyed by Countess, but Thybane tries to get some shots into the back of the rest of Cunninghams. Is it enough, though? The 5100 Commander J at 0 damage. Full health is going to unload on Thybane. He gets destroyed. Unknown One, however, is going to try to ram Commander J. No, he's going to try to dodge his turret. His Commander J is going to focus on invade. Unknown One gets the shots against the Commander J. Unknown One trying to target fire the rest of that 5100 HP as Call Me Sarge tries to get a shot from the side. Wreak Havok still doing okay with those IS-3s, but they're going to be up against 5100s that are both at about half health. Well, Connus is a little bit more than Commander J, but Commander J is still going to be on the run. How long is he going to be reloading for? Hopefully long enough for Countess to set up
a
a
miss.
position.
Call Me Sarge misses on Commander J. That's going to be huge. He needs these hits. These AMX 5100s will be reloaded soon, and when that happens, these IS-3s aren't going to stand too much of a chance.
Well, Countess just took a hit from his rear in the 5100, and he's going to meet up against
Countess
Call Me
is
Sarge.
loaded.
And does he get
connects.
a shot against Call Me Sarge? One more hit, 50, but Unknown One tries to line up the shot, and he's able to save Call Me Sarge at the last second. And now it's 2 against 1. Commander J, though, could still pull it off. It's going to be very difficult because Unknown One is at full HP, and he's going to be going up against a 710 50-100. However, Commander J could still do this. As Commander J hides behind the husk of a tank, we have 4 minutes and 57 seconds left on the clock. Nice shot from Unknown One. Commander J is going to be turning around the corner, though. He can't wait any longer.
He's going to run straight into Call Me Sarge, who is just waiting. But he actually gets the shot. Commander J is a faster trigger than Call Me Sarge. Who would have guessed? Call Me Sarge is asleep at the keyboard here, guys.
Hopefully not. Commander J, 5100, gets shot from behind. Unknown One's able to clean up. Wreak Havok takes battle number 1. An incredible type of back-and-forth play between these two different teams. Everybody, welcome back. I don't usually play takes. When I do, I'm a sheriff. So make sure to play with us as we play online. All of us have sheriff accounts here. I'll be Clutch. You'll be Rootkill. Yep. We have a producer, Sean. We have Bitterdam, Rotterdam. Well, Mr.
Bitterdam.
Bitterdam. They're both of them combined.
You can't think of them apart.
It's really tough. Mr. Bitter and Rotterdam. Yeah. Greetorp. And all you have to do is just fight against us. If we're on the same team, don't kill us because you will get punished. But the ones that are able to destroy our tanks will take home 150 gold. All the pros at WGLNA have those as well. But as we finish up tonight's match, who's going to take it? Cunninghams or Wreak Havok? Wreak Havok is up 1-0 over Cunninghams. Let's jump into battle number 2 on Ensk.
Spawning in the north, the blue team. The Cunninghams are going to bring 2 AMX 5100s, 2 IS-3s, and an Object 416 on the other side for Wreak Havok. 4 IS-3s and an AMX 5100. This is the second time today we've seen a lineup like that. And, boy, what a lineup.
It is a lineup. I like it. But we're going to find out. I almost like it as much as my mom's pizza pie. You guys have got to watch that video so you can laugh along with us. Thybane is going to be pushing up to the east side with Smokey in the T1. Only you can prevent forest fires is what he keeps throwing out of his tank with loose leaf pamphlets, propaganda, and commercials. The new Smokey the Bear looks weird. I like the old Smokey the Bear better.
I agree completely. I like the cartoony one that was just old American style cartoons.
Yeah,
this
not
oh,
the 3D
but
render.
Look at that. Comps connecting with Unknown One all the way down the line. Object 416 reversing.
Another shot against that IS-3. And looks like that one is able to penetrate as well. Wreak Havok taking some damage here.
Well, Comps won't fire another time, as Unknown One will go dark, and actually Thybane.
Whoa! Look at this push up from Thybane. He's not spotted yet. And he's gonna go all the way to the east side. I like this play because he can get some great shots from the back, and he's further enough away that if he does fall back, he can hide in those buildings in the G, H, and J quadrant.
And they can definitely pick up a T1 Cunningham with this. But guess what? Trireme's
going, I'm out of here, boys.
He saw this one coming, and he's gone. He's all the way in A4 now, where he was actually all the way, he was going out east, but I don't know what prompted him to do that. I really don't know. But it's such a smart move to just leave.
A. Martin is spotted along with Comms. Comms takes a hit in the Object 416. Call me Sarge. You see the one trying to make plays here? Unknown one. Along with Invade down on the side of the railroad tracks.
Oh, wow. There goes
Sees the
Tevix, the T1. And that's, wow, there's almost nothing left in the west from Wreak Havok as they're going to go over towards the east.
There's the Object 416 completely exposed. Invade takes a hit to his front, but they're going to keep charging. This is a pincer play. The 5100 going to cover the advancement of the IS-3s. Unknown one actually stopping next to the building. Gets the shot against Object 416, and another shot rings out. Misses Callus by a nose. However, he gets hit to the side. Unknown one did have to stop that push in where Callus was, but it allowed him to get another shot on that 416 on the side.
In the meantime, Thybane is all the way in the backfield, picking off a T1 trireme, and it's a 5v4 right now. This 5100 Thybane is going to have all the time in the world to get a flank on the members of Wreak Havok as they're split apart. That's, wow, Commander J is way out of position all the way down in G45. The members of Cunninghams have to just scramble to support him.
And Call Me Sarge takes another hit against Commander J. Commander J tries to land another shot into the push of Unknown One. Unknown One takes another hit, but Countess misses Unknown One, or is a bounce. Unknown One now at 28 damage as he tries to move in to help Call Me Sarge, but at what cost? Call Me Sarge tries to line up a shot against Commander J. He does. Another big hit against Commander J, but Commander J cleans up Call Me Sarge. Cunninghams are now in the lead with 4 tier 8s compared to 3, and those 3 on the side of Wreak Havok have taken a lot of damage.
Wow, what a turnaround by the Cunninghams, able to just take this from a point where I would have said not a good chance to win, but they've really done it. They've turned it around. It was a 5v4 a second ago, and now it looks like Wreak Havok got a little bit overeager, and now they're being punished for it. Invade in the IS-3 is out in the open entirely, and there we go. Militant from the middle of the map connects, taking him down to 13 hit points. Silent Demise is probably going to finish him off here in a second.
Silent Demise saves A. Martin. Callus gets another shot against Silent Demise. 347 against Callus' 64. Militant in the IS-3 from farther away is trying to line up a shot against Callus. Shot from Silent Demise misses Callus, though. It is not a penetrating shot, and Callus is able to get the kill. Thybane and Callus still left alive here as A. Martin is putting continual pressure on the flag. Thybane is going to be chased by the 5100. He takes a shot, but it looks like it's a miss.
Streaks right over, but Countess is going to be able to finish this one up. Khalees goes down to Commander J.
And that's it. Cunningham's able to tie up the series 1-1. Welcome back, WGLNA, Season 2, Week 2, Day number 4. And we are in the last match tonight, match number 5. Wreak Havok versus Cunninghams, currently tied up 1-1. Prohorovka is going to be the next match.
Oh my.
Next map.
Interesting map choice. That's Wreak Havok's choice to go
Correct.
to Prohorovka.
Correct.
Interesting. I would not have expected that out of them. Prohorovka not being one of the maps I'd say is the strong point for Wreak Havok. They kind of seem to favor maps like Ruinberg, Himmelsdorf, city maps.
Yes.
Where they can bring a KV5 and put Sarge in it, for example. But it looks like they don't feel so confident. Well, I mean, Himmelsdorf and Ensk have been picked. And I guess they don't want to go with a reversal on Ensk. So, I guess proc. But such a strange
Maybe they
choice.
watched the previous match tonight and saw that Hill play, and they want to execute something similar.
So you are a big fan of that Hill play.
I am. I really am, because I like how it was executed and how well it catches people off guard. Let's jump into the next battle on Prohorovka.
Spawning in the north side, the red team, Wreak Havok, will be bringing 2 T-32s of Pershing and 2 1390s in the blue on the south. The Cunninghams will bring a Pershing, 3 T-69s, and a single 1390. Very interesting setups. A lot of mobility in here, but not the most mobility we've ever seen. 1390s being the most mobile tanks in either lineup, but there's 2 of them for Wreak Havok.
These tanks last seen fighting in the Battle of Olive Garden. All right, Thybane takes a shot into what did he fire into?
I have no idea.
T-32,
did he fire back at the base?
Yes, he fired at
Destroying
the
Matt Damon's
supplies.
house. Supplies.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
No, you want to destroy the supplies so a tank does not hide behind them, blocking a shot that could prove critical in a flag cap scenario. Thybane in the T-32. Look at that beautiful tank, just full of democracy.
Militant has not painted his Pershing.
Democratic
Instead going
Republic.
completely naked in his Pershing. No paint. No cool paint jobs.
Maybe you forgot to buy the camouflage. Camouflage adds 5%?
Yeah, that's about right, 5%. And it's 5% is that little bit that can get you a long way. And it's going to prevent Militant from getting spotted out where he would spot, it's just going to prevent him from spotting out. I don't know why he hasn't done it. A little oversight. Let's hope it doesn't come to bite him.
Every percent counts. All right, Thybane and the T-32 is going to creep up a little bit closer here. No shots yet, except Countess. And there's a shot from a known one in the Pershing, able to get that hit. And another one from the T-32. Thybane does not hit, but he's trying to load up another one. Wreak Havok a bit in the lead with the HP pool here.
This position not looking good for the Cunninghams. They're kind of out in the open with no real strong positions to fall back to, and they're not in any real strong positions in the first place. Militant, caught out in the open, is down to 684.57. Could he go down here in a second?
He could. 457. Thybane trying to line up another shot, but Call Me Sarge takes down A. Martin in the T1.
Oh, wow.
Call Me Sarge did get lit up, and somebody hit him to the side, but he's not sure where it came from. Comps takes a shot. The view range of the T-32s right now and the Pershings are so awesome.
Yeah, it's just the thing is Comps, Countess, and Militant are just not being in the best positions. They're not keeping themselves in hull downs, and they're just getting ripped apart. It's Comps here is down to 846. Militant's down to 238 now, and Countess is down to 629. Wreak Havok could almost just push in now and win.
Yes, they definitely could, but a couple track shots and well-timed shots, well-placed shots against the turrets of, excuse me, not the turrets, the hulls, the T-32s could be bad. Call Me Sarge may be the one pushing in here. Militant and Countess are going to be streaming up a little bit closer. They're going to get spotted again. Call Me Sarge.
1390 and Invade and 1390 do get spotted out. Both of those 1390s are coming in. Invade is closing distance, but it doesn't look like anyone's going to be able to punish them. I don't even think Taka doesn't even have decent shots. He does have decent shots on Call Me Sarge. This is it. This is the fight that Wreak Havok is just going to say, let's go for it. And they are. Invade, though, went in a little too soon.
Beautiful play from Countess. He simply moved his tank and turret at the same time on the one-axis rotation and is able to keep that AMX 1390 tracked, or at least in his sights. But Call Me Sarge and Callus get the cleanup kills, and Taka 001 is taking a couple hits here in his T-69. One more and he goes down. Thybane is able to clean up the T-32. Only 2 tanks remain that can do any damage against the onslaught of Wreak Havok.
And Comps just told us all he was reloading. He's backed off. I don't see much hope for him. These T-32s just have too many hit points right now. There's just no way for a 1390 and a T-69 from what I can see here able to bring it home. This is pretty clean victory by Wreak Havok. Just T-32s bullying these lighter medium tanks. And I'd say the Cunninghams not being in the strongest positions.
No, not in the strongest positions, and keeping themselves exposed to that fire while they're trying to scout those T-32s and those Pershings. Now the T-1 only remains on the very, very north side.
Actually, there's Commander
along
J
with
as well.
Commander J. Yep.
He's stuck.
They were on
Commander
top of each other.
J was stuck behind one of the trains where I guess he killed one of the T-1s, and he was completely out of this fight the whole time. I don't think he got to contribute much damage at all to any of these mediums and heavy tanks from Wreak Havok pushing across the F line. It's just, now there's cap. 32 seconds left on the map. If they don't kill Commander J and Trireme, they've got a pretty solid cap guaranteed, and there's no way to take this one to a draw. 5 minutes left in the match.
Yeah, I'm a little bit confused to why Cunninghams kept popping their heads up there when the T-32s and the Pershings had them locked down. Apparently, a couple shots ago, it's okay, no problem, let's just reconfigure, and then they took a couple more shots. Oh, guys, we're going to have to stop that plan. Another shot. Well, what do we do now? Another shot. One of them died. So I think it was just shot after shot after shot after shot that kept resetting their plans that eventually turned out to be a loss for Cunninghams and a win for Wreak Havok. Everybody, welcome back. WGLNA Season 2, Week 2, Day number 4. We hope you've enjoyed the night. The night is almost complete, but it's not over yet. Cunninghams is down 1-2 against Wreak Havok. Not the best of play from Cunninghams on Prohorovka, but we'll see what happens on Himmelsdorf. Looks like it's going to be a reversal.
Yeah, the Crazy Ivan, I think we should call it.
Crazy Ivan.
Crazy Ivan, switching it up, seeing if they can take it back to a city map.
I think this is going to be a strong suit for Wreak Havok, though, as you mentioned. They perform better on the city maps, but Cunninghams could have something up their sleeve. And Wreak Havok, Call Me Sarge, actually got to choose the map.
Really?
Yeah, remember at the beginning? They were like,
Yeah.
we're to actually go with map choice, we're going to go Himmelsdorf.
Actually, and then actually
and
remember
Cunningham said, well, that was going to be our map choice, and
Yeah.
so they got the pick. So Cunningham's had the favored spawn position, if you will.
Yeah, and
Maybe
yet
they
they
have-
lost it.
Yeah.
Very
Maybe they have
interesting there.
maybe they have another plan up their sleeve.
Yeah, did they? I wonder. I'll actually have to see what side they pick when it comes up. I see Team 1, so they're
Looks
gonna.
like Cunningham's chose north side again.
No, Cunningham's are going to be on the south. I'm the observer on Team 1. Team 1 is going to be in the south. Team 2 is in the north. So.
Team 2's in the north?
No. Yeah,
Team 1 is green.
No. Team 1. Yeah.
Okay.
See, look on your screen.
Oh,
Team
flips.
1 green in the north, or Team 2. You're green.
Remember how we switched it from red to blue?
There used to be numbers
I know.
on the maps
There
when you
used
looked
to
at
be
spawn
numbers.
positions, but now they turned it to red and green. That's not as helpful, Wargaming. I wish it was back to 1 and 2. That would have been nice.
Let's go ahead and jump into the battle. We'll have the spawn positions correct. Wreak Havok versus Cunninghams. And what do we have for tanks, Rookkill?
Well, it looks like 3 AMX 5100s for the Cunninghams, 2 IS-3s, a single 5100 for Wreak Havok, and they're going to bring 4 IS-3s to finish it out. Oh, wow. Wreak Havok's really loving those IS-3s. It's worked out for him before. Let's see if it can work out again.
Hey, they can play more defensive since they're up 2-1, and 2 draws would mean a victory for them. A win for Cunninghams would make it into a match draw scenario if there was another draw following it, meaning a shootout. Maybe these teams want a shootout. They want 3 match point victories instead of just 1. Vibane in the 5100, a well performer. A good performer in the tank. Has performed well in the 5100. And he's going to hold back as Callus is going to join him here in just a little bit. Going, hey, what's up, brother? Hey, nothing much, man. How you doing the IS-3? Well, it's a little bit cramped in here. How's your French tank? You know, it's pretty good, but it's going to take a couple shots. However, I got 6 shots to deal damage. Can you get in a position while I deal some damage? Yeah, I'll do that for you, buddy. Okay, cool, pal.
Not your buddy. Not your pal, guy.
I'm not your pal, guy. He's not your guy, friend.
With these 2 Canadian teams squaring off, it seems
That's
so
right.
apt.
It's so apt. Nice call on that, Amanda. I was waiting for them to say sorry first, but it's not
I
going
mean,
to happen.
sorry.
A boot. Call Me Sarge, 1156 at 1500 in the IS-3, and he's going to hold in that position.
Yeah, it looks like Militant's playing the corner much stronger. I would have thought Call Me Sarge would be the superior IS-3. He's such a skilled IS-7 player. I thought he could bring the skills to the IS-3 and no one would be able to match him, but it looks like players like Militant are able to. Well, wow, on the hill.
Commander J on the hill is able to take down Smokey the Bear. It looks like forest fires are going to run rampant all through North America.
It's very unfortunate.
Well, hey, sometimes you have to have fires to open up certain types of pine cones for seeds for trees.
Fun facts.
Fun
With
facts with
Clutch.
Clutch. Ruse Clues, I have my garage and Andre's Torps Tank Tactics. Plenty of ways to keep you entertained and well informed. Keeping you well informed of what's happening with the red team, Wreak Havok. They're heading over to the west. Well, looks like the blue team's taking the hill position. They're going to land a couple more shots, at least try to.
No, they're
Line
not going to be
something
able
up.
to, and they're going to
No?
give up. But looks like Militant, Taka, and Silent Demise are going to push all the way up the 8 line and pause just before coming around the corner, not wanting to risk anything. At the same time, the 2 other members up on the hill are going to move down with A. Martin taking the lead in his T1. Jump over, take a look at what A. Martin's doing. He's going to be scouting out the positions of Wreak Havok as they look like, yeah, they're just going to retreat off into the west.
Into the sunset as they retreat. But the sun is not setting for either of these teams yet. It will set on Cunninghams if they're not able to get a win on this map. Wreak Havok is more towards the western spread of the railroad tracks.
And they're already making a huge push.
And they're saying be careful on the flag cap. Unknown One's going to turn around. Will he see A. Martin in time? He's spotted, and he gets the kill against A. Martin.
Fantastic shot by Unknown One.
A. Martin can go back to organizing his bookshelf and commanding the team.
Also playing around with that Rubik's Cube.
Yeah. And the Cookie Monster.
Oh, I missed out on the Cookie
Oh, that
Monster.
was yesterday. It was delicious. Hot Frunk is able to take down Trireme in the T1. So the T1 victory right now is Tevix, who's still left alive, eyes and ears for Wreak Havok. And now here comes Militant and the rest of his command down that D line. And he could catch Unknown One off guard coming across the way. Shots are going to fire. to hit Unknown One, but he is not tracked, and he continues going. Guys, guess who's coming around the corner? And they were not invited to dinner. Silent Demise, Militant, and Taka 001 will be pushing that line.
And it looks like Silent Demise, Militant are going to find Call Me Sarge. Call Me Sarge backing off slightly, whilst Taka in the 5100 is going to jump over this rubble, and he might flank Unknown One in a moment. Yes, he will, as Silent Demise, wow, goes down to 697. Daibane coming on in to back Taka off. He's going to bounce.
Unknown One is dead. Call Me Sarge. A little bit less than half health, about 25% health there. 366 will be target fired against Connus. He angles his armor just a little bit to stay alive. 101 out of 1500. Callus at 831, now 529, trying to keep his teammates alive. Another shot fires out against Connus. Connus backs away.
Did not realize he was going around a corner on 3 IS-3s, consistent fire tanks. No one's out of shells. Everyone just hits so hard, and he has to back off, unable to spend all of his shells. Silent Demise going down to 42 hit points now, as Hot Frank looks like he's going to try and finish him off.
But Count is able to take down Callus. Hot Frank trying to get down Silent Demise. 42 to 1500. Is he able to land the shot? It's not going to matter now. Militant 83 has the fire, the damage, and now from behind we have Thybane, though. And he gets fired from behind from Taka 001. Look at the play of the Cunninghams. Hot Frank still up against 2 more tanks that have less than 100 health. 27 and 42. Another shot rings out from Silent Demise. Not sure if that one landed. Hot Frank is unable to kill Silent Demise, and Militant 83 gets the kill. Only 1 tank left alive with 40 seconds left on the clock. That is Tevix. Commander J is going to be on the hunt, and will reach him in a matter of moments.
Yeah, Commander J is all just booking it. It's just about, oh wow, Tevix is on this side of the church, and that's easy for Commander J.
Cunninghams is able to take the next battle. Guess what, folks? We're going to battle number 5, the final match of tonight. Great execution of the Cunninghams, knowing where to go and what to do at the right time.
It was fantastic, and not even a single Tier 8 tank getting taken down. Everyone was left so low. Less than 100 hit points for 2 IS-3s, was that? And at the very last second, Hot Frank isn't able to connect that last shell. It's just a track shot. Really doesn't end up mattering in the long run right there. But fantastic HP sharing by the members of Cunninghams. That's really what it is. HP sharing, backing off at the right time, letting yourself take the hits you need to, stay alive, and deal damage. That kind of balance is so difficult with a team.
That's right, and well played by the Cunninghams. They stay in the fight, and they do bring it to battle number 5. Still anybody's game here, but that means out of this best of 5, it is condensed to a best of 1. Unless it turns into a draw, then it will go to a shootout. Stay tuned. The final battle, perhaps, of tonight for WGLNA Week 2, Day number 4. Cunninghams versus Bernal Empires. See you in about 2 minutes.
Spawning in the north, the blue team, the Cunninghams, are going to sport a Pershing, 2 T-69s and 2 AMX 1390s. In the south, the red team is Wreak Havok, sporting 2 Pershings, a T-69 and 2 AMX 1390s. Very interesting and similar lineups.
Similar indeed. 1 Pershing over 2 is going to be the main difference here. Of course, the T-69 not a little difference because of that. But look at the setup coming out of the Cunninghams.
I like this approach much better than what Wreak Havok is doing. You've got Commander J with Silent Demise heading towards the donut, and they're taking the ramp approach. Commander J needs to pay a little bit more attention to his driving, because there's a seamless way to make it up this hill, guys. And Commander J just kind of losing a little momentum, but he's just still going to make his way up there, and they're going to be able to catch out Invade.
So many tanks are spotted for Wreak Havok. Cunninghams, Taka 001 took some hits. 930 to 1350 in that T-69. Callus and Hot Frank trying to get some shots into the Pershing. 3 misses coming out of Wreak Havok, but here comes Unknown One trying to ride another shot into, wow, blind fire, but a good shot for Unknown One in the Pershing. Invade may be in some trouble, though, or he may be in a great position against Silent Demise and his teammate Commander J just over the ridge here.
Oh, Invade is spotted, and looks like Countess might be able to line up a shot on him. I don't know. I don't think... No, Countess doesn't seem to have a shot. He's sitting there just waiting. He wants Invade to move a little bit. Invade's taking a really interesting position just on the backside. I really didn't expect him to be able to get away with that, and he's actually going to be able to chill out there with Silent Demise and Commander J unable to really put any shots out. That's something new.
Yeah, but he's also hidden in a. I can't tell if the tree has fallen or not. Now, fallen. Is that a bush?
There's a fallen tree next to him, but he's in a bush.
Okay. Now, fallen trees give what, 10%?
I think they almost give the same camo. I have no idea what trees do now because they rebalance tree camo.
Yeah. Remember, I made a whole video about how camouflage works, and then they changed it, and I went, well, there goes that video.
Yeah, right?
That's okay. Hot Frank. Let's call him Hot Frank.
Hot Frank.
There's no K. The Frank's more of a lighter French.
Well, it looks like Hot Frank is actually spotted out by a T1, I guess, and Silent Demise, along with Commander J, could move in on him, but they won't, I guess. And they might opt actually to make a center push, recognizing that Hot Frank is out of position. And yes, Commander J, Silent Demise are going to move in, and here's going to be a mid push. All 5 members of the Cunninghams are going to move in, and it's going to wreak havoc on Wreak Havok.
Countess takes a lot of hits from up top, but he's able to back away just in time to not die. Commander J going to focus on Callus. Beautiful move from Commander J coming around from the west to east side. Pershing of Call Me Sarge is under attack from 3 of the autoloaders, and he gets destroyed by Cunningham. Silent Demise now going to focus on Unknown One in the Pershing. Taka 001 in the T-69 holding back the rear position to allow Silent Demise and Militant to get behind the cover of the buildings, but Invade could be moving in for a counterflank against Taka 001, stopping Silent Demise and Militant from pushing in against Unknown One.
This position is really getting turned around on the members of Cunninghams. For a second, it looked like they had such a lead, but Hot Frank is going to be able to come in here, and he's going to wreck Silent Demise. Very smart, focusing on him, not allowing him to reload. And now Militant, this consistent fire tank, is not going to be able to take on Hot Frank quite as well. Taka's reloaded, and he sets Invade on fire. Invade is burning. He's going to be 6-2, left at 84 hit points. Militant might be able to get one. No more shots off. Commander J, though, is going to come in, and we'll see if he can clean this up.
Commander J is going to have to pull out a huge number of high rolls and well-timed hits against the rest of Wreak Havok.
Oh, he
Smokey
has it.
And still
Commander
left alive.
J's got this. Trireme can spot out Hot Frank, and at the same time, you're going to have Commander J on the high ground. This has got to go to Cunninghams. If they can't get this, I don't know what they're doing, man.
5 minutes and 47 seconds left on the clock. As a reminder, too, they're going to have to get these kills soon. A. Martin gets the kill against Smokey, leaving Hot Frank, the only one left alive here. Commander J trying to line up some shots from the north side. Is he hidden? It looks like he is hidden from Hot Frank here.
Yeah, he's not spotted right now, although he did take a few hits from Trireme, the T1, who's all the way in J2. Commander J is trying to get a position on here, and there he is. He proxy spots, or he might directly spot Hot Frank. A. Martin is going to move in across the way, and he's just going to pepper Hot Frank. We might see T1s actually pick up the kill at this rate.
It's quite a possibility, but they also have to consider getting the flag cap for those 2 T1s, forcing Hot Frank to move his turret the other way. T1 still trying to line some fire up. Hot Frank does move his turret. Commander J looks like he's going to move in for the shot. No, he backs up. So Hot Frank turret is turn around. But as you said, Rookhill, the T1s could pepper continually Hot Frank, taking down his armor chip by chip by chip. And with that, it's going to be easier for Commander J to get the kill. Wow, nice shots coming out, looks like from A. Martin. 475 at 1100 for a Hot Frank now.
T1's
and a couple more shots coming
him.
out. Commander J just around the corner. Nope, he's going to have to be on top to keep tabs on Hot Frank here.
And here's Trireme actually lighting up Hot Frank as Hot Frank is just going to move in for Trireme. Commander J, this is your opportunity, and he's going to take it, lining up a shot.
And
miss.
Oh, it looks like it's a miss. Hot Frank is going to move in against the T1. Nice hit from Commander J, 159. Only 159 HP away for a victory. Commander J lines a shot right next to the rocks. Beautiful play by the Cunninghams. Awesome series.
Wow.
Wreak Havok made Cunninghams work for it, but it turned out to be the Cunninghams, the wise pigs, the wise swine, to take it all the way. Coming back from a deficit of 1 battle loss to Wreak Havok.
Such a
Your
tight
thoughts
match.
on that series, man? That was really tight.
These are 2 top teams. These are guys we have to watch out. I knew we watch out for Fulcrum, we watch out for Sim Main, but I'm saying watch out for Wreak Havok. Watch out for the Cunninghams, because they are serious business here. Wreak Havok may have gone down, but they fought hard for it, and it was one little mistake. Hot Frank being out there on the flank that allowed that allowed the Cunninghams to capitalize on just the Hot Frank's out of position and then win. They pushed it forward, 5-on-4 effectively. Fantastic job by the Cunninghams. Really just well played.
Really, really, really well played. Well played by all the teams tonight. These have been some of the closest series that we have seen so far in Season 2.
Every battle.
That means, went to 5 except for the Fulcrum versus Bernal Empires. But even Bernal Empires, it wasn't easy for Fulcrum to get those wins. But as we get closer and closer to the end, we're getting longer and longer series because these teams have a little bit more experience, a little bit more strategy, and also a lot more heart to try to make it to Las Vegas. Let's go ahead and do a quick little recap of who won tonight. The first battle, the first match that took place was Cazadores versus War and Peace. Cazadores were the victors. Game over versus Pub Stars. Pub Stars were able to take it. Those were both 5-battle series. River of Blood over Simplistic in a 5-battle series. Cunninghams 3-0'd Bernal Empires, but still a good series to see. Fulcrum Gaming took over Bernal Empires, good series to see. Cunninghams took out Wreak Havok in a 5-battle match. Beautiful play. Beautiful play.
You know, I believe first week, Andre was saying something about transitive property because you've got Cunninghams now having beaten Wreak Havok. Wreak Havok has beaten Fulcrum. Transitive property, Cunninghams have beaten Fulcrum. So
vicariously.
It's very interesting.
Intriguing.
Yes.
Intriguing. So therefore they have enacted revenge through a vicarious proxy over the people that beat them in Season 1.
It's crazy, man.
Sounds like we need a lawyer to draft that all up.
Yeah, I don't think we have one in-house, though.
I know
now.
a couple.
He might have gone to sleep, gone home.
I know a couple.
Clutch.
Yeah, it is a little late. It is a little late. Well, we especially want to thank everyone that watched us throughout the week and want to remind you to make sure to follow us on Twitter at WGLNA, Facebook.com/WGLNA, and our website, WGLNA.com, for more information about the finals that'll be released soon, also to watch the VODs. And if people still use MySpace, we would have a MySpace page as well.
I don't think we have a MySpace, Clutch.
No, it's all for music now. I'm Clutch08. He's Rookhill on Twitter. We also want to thank our sponsors, Azo Monitors, available at Amazon.com, Kingston, Alienware, and Logitech. Huge thank you to the production crew, to the editors, and to everyone else that helped make World of Tanks Season 2 for WGLNA week number 2 an excellent week. We will see you back here Thursday at 5 p.m. Pacific time. Until then, good night and good game.